Yeah.
I said, "You're going to regret that." She says, "No." She said, "Daddy, I wish I hadn't had them."
This one you did it yourself.
I've had them for years.
Yeah, but was that something that you wrote it yourself or something like that? I never thought it would be so clear that I could see it. I thought it would be fading away because it was like self-made, something like that. You're into tattoos, Ozzy. You wouldn't get a new tattoo.
I don't know.
It might.
It might.
Talking about the strange people, you mentioned that girl. Audience-wise, is there people that you recognize they're there in the front row every night?
I'm just glad I don't go, obviously people come and say, I don't really do that. I just go and perform. And I'm glad I have an audience.
Writing, about writing. Again, in the book, you mentioned periods when you guys had a tough time writing an album, had a tough time writing a song. How do you go about writing these days? You write with your bandmates?
I've been writing, for the first time in a long time, I've been doing some stuff on the early part of the tour when I was not so tired. I go on a sound check with the band and see. I've never actually written with this band. They came along when Kevin Sherko and myself had done most of the recording of the Scream album. But when I go back to bass, I spent too much time on the Scream album because I didn't really have a band because Zach had moved on to
Black Label.
And I was just mainly the producer was doing it. He plays everything, you know. So Gus came along, bought some guitar. You know, Blasco played some bass, but he's already mainly written, and Adam played some stuff on that.
Yeah.
So the next album I want to go kind of like No More Tears, Blizzard, Diary, that just basic, you know, just rock albums. With this technology now, it's so easy to fall into this perfect trap, and my music's not supposed to be perfectly in, you know, it moves and it's got a vibe, you know.
So you see yourself writing songs with these guys, with that band, for the next record?
Yeah. That's what I'm planning.
Scream came out last year. You're planning on a new album for when?
Whenever I can. I mean, I don't want to say, oh, next August. I don't know, because if the Black Sabbath thing materialised, that could switch. Anything can happen. So I've been in the past, I've gone, I want to call my next album this, and it's never turned out that. And then the press guy goes, but you said you were going to call your album this. Why did you call it? He's like, so I don't. I'll be definitely doing another album. I'll be definitely doing another tour.
Are we at the Bare Naked Ladies movie, or are we at the Ozzy movie? Let's go, people!
The main focus is my dad, and you know, obviously we are a part of his life. But you know, we show warts and all. It's really, you know, I think people I've shown it to, the most kind of reaction is like, it's raw, you know, and there's people I don't think were expecting that, especially being, you know, made by his son.
When you say you're tired, Ozzy, of touring, like now?
No, I'm tired of being on this tour.
On this tour?
I mean, how would you feel at the age of 62, doing on nearly 100 shows? You know? I mean, I'm physically tired. I just need to recharge my batteries, you know.
I was going to ask you that. You're physically tired.
I'm not mentally tired. I love what I do. I'm not tired of touring, period. I mean, what I do is what I love.
But on stage, you really don't look tired. You're jumping up and down, doing all kinds of...
That's what I do. It's what I mean. People say, you don't have to go so crazy, Ozzy. But that's what Ozzy's about, you know. Like, people throw things at me, you know.
In the second book, Ozzy, will it have the same vibe? Will be stories, Ozzy Osbourne's
I hope
stories?
So. I haven't really thought about it, but I mean, I didn't actually sit down and put pen to paper when I wrote my book. I got a guy to do interviews with me, and I said to him at the end of the book, I said, "Have you got enough?" He said, "I got enough to do halfway through the next book." So I can't remember what really got left out of that first book, but he said he's got enough for another book, and I go, "Okay."
I was actually surprised when the book came out. I have a friend, a music writer in Brazil. He wrote this Sepultura biography, and he interviewed you in the 90s, and he asked you, when is your biography coming out? And you said, I don't think it will ever come out because I don't remember much. How did it end up happening?
Well, what would happen, he would come to my house to Chris Ayres, and he would say, what was your childhood like? And he was very good at saying, okay, at this point, can you go in deeper? And oh yeah, and when I got going, it wasn't all done in one session, it was done in quite a few sessions, so he would zero in on certain areas of my life, and it came to, I didn't think I would remember, but I did.
So the actual fact that he asked you so many questions, it brought memories. One thing you always mention is the fact that you guys have a working class background, that you were from same school, same city. Do you think that's something that rock and roll is about that?
Well, back then for us, we were just four guys who had a dream, and it turned out amazing, you know, better than our wildest expectations. At the we had no idea in the early 70s that people in the year 2011 would be looking at our previous work as great. It's like, I'm sure the Beatles didn't realise they were going to become the biggest thing ever, you know. But you know, when you're in doing it, you don't imagine that. I thought we were going to make a couple of albums and that would be it, you know. But here we are, still doing it, and I love it. I'm really happy about it, you know.
I was talking to people about the rider that you sent to South America, and it's all about health food and light food, that kind of thing. That's your current situation.
On the rock and roll lifestyle, you can have the pizzas, the beers, the late night, the powders, the pipes, the smokes, which I've done all that. And now I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I'm pretty. My main drug now is doing a great show, you know. And if the audience responds to me, it makes me feel that I want to do more, you know. They spur me on. It's like, you know, when someone's running a race and they're getting cheered on, you know. And the crazy the audience goes, I love it. I love to hear them going nuts.
That's one thing you keep saying to them.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it draws something out of me, a spirit that's inside my heart. What I'm here to do.
How did you get along with Justin Bieber when you did the commercial?
I didn't know who the fuck it was. I didn't know who he was. I don't know Justin Bieber. He's alright, little kid. He's probably the next celebrity rehab candidate.
But do you know anything about his music at all, Ozzy?
Fuck all about him. I don't know anything about him.
Apart from him, do you try to listen to current music?
No. I mean, nothing's new. It's all been rehashed, and you know, it's all been. I mean, there's nothing. I quite like Lady Gaga for the shock approach for about 5 minutes, but I think she's getting too much now for me. She should back up. She should take a feather out of Madonna's cap where she reinvents herself. Maybe she will. I don't know. She's the only thing that's really caught my attention somewhat.
In rock and roll wise, heavy metal wise, any new bands that you might be listening to?
Just do my own. I'm on the road, you know, so I don't really listen to heavy metal music when I'm not working. Although I run into Max Cavalero in in Israel a couple of months back when I did the show. It was good to see him. He's a friend of mine.
Yeah, I've met him a few times. So when you go back to your room now, any chance you might be listening to music? And if so, what kind of music would that be?
I got this thing on my computer. I watch TV or documentaries on my computer. You know.
Not music.
I mean, my job is music, so I don't want to go home and listen to music. So do you go home and interview your wife?
No, she interviews me.
Yeah.
All right, Ozzy, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming by. Thanks for talking to us.